We all love Austin's green spaces, trees, and plants, but with all the recent springtime rain, a lot of it is overgrown.
And that is creating some hazards on sidewalks we all use. KXAN's Amanda Dugan looks at what the city is doing to make the walkways safer.
When sidewalks aren't maintained, they can appear almost jungle-like. City code currently requires property owners to maintain trees and vegetation above or near sidewalks within the right-of-way. According to the sidewalk master plan, overgrown weeds, grass, and trees can be a major problem for people with disabilities, and it's not ADA compliant. Reagan Gammon understands the importance of maintaining her property and says sidewalks are key to a healthy neighborhood.
It gives you a real sense of pride in your neighborhood when it looks nice and tidy.
If the city of Austin finds that overgrown shrubbery is an issue, they will then alert the homeowner. The homeowner has then 10 days to clear out the problem.
Overgrown vegetation can block the view for pedestrians, cyclists, motorists, really anyone who's using a pathway, creating a safety hazard. Officials with the city of Austin say property owners may not know it's their responsibility to maintain their trees and all other grass and weeds on their property that overgrow or hang into sidewalks, streets, and alleyways. That's why they are working to get the word out.
That's what we're trying to push, is that we don't want the jungle for our users. We want a good, clean, and safe and functional environment.
Amanda Dugan, KXAN News.
The city of Austin says addressing the overgrown shrubbery would open up about 40% of existing sidewalks, making them safer and more accessible. The city keeps records of all the complaints made to 311 about overgrown vegetation. So far this year, more than 1,800 calls have been made. Many complaints are about tall grass and weeds more than a foot tall. There are also complaints about bushes and weeds blocking views at intersections, medians, and other parts of the road. But so far, the complaints don't compare to previous years. In 2015, more than 6,000 calls were made to 311, and the year before, there were nearly 5,000 complaints made about overgrown vegetation.
There may be fewer complaints because of a city push last year to crack down on trees that are too close to the street. This time last year, workers handed out hundreds of warnings to homeowners. They asked people to trim the branches within 10 days or face a fine. The city says trees and their branches must be trimmed if they are lower than 14 feet above the street. That's the point they're considered a safety hazard.